So marketing cloud in Salesforce is nothing but exact target. So as we have discussed, instead of building a new application, they have acquired exact target and they have made so many enhancements on the top of the application, and they have converted this on-premise application into cloud application. So from 2014, marketing application in Salesforce is nothing but exact target. So along with marketing application, they have provided some additional features also like email studio, mobile studio, SMS studio, social studio, journey builder. What do you mean by this? So these are all the different ways of marketing. Email studio means email marketing. We all know what is email marketing. That means marketing our products by sending email notification. Suppose if you are a customer of any bank, okay, suppose if the bank is releasing a new credit card, so is banking people going to call each and every of their customer to market about their new credit card which they are going to launch? No, simply they'll be sending email notification to you. Okay, so by using this email studio feature, that is email marketing, we can market our product by sending email notifications. Okay, so first they have introduced this email studio, later they have introduced mobile studio also. Mobile studio means making automated calls to the customers. So nowadays, most of you will be receiving automated calls from so many companies. Okay, so maybe if you are using Airtel SIM, you'll be getting some automated calls. Okay, so many you'll be getting automated calls from banks. Okay, regarding credit cards related information. So as part of this mobile studio feature, we will be receiving some automated calls in order to market our product. Okay, so later they have introduced SMS studio because most of them, if they are receiving call from some unknown number, immediately they are going to reject that call. So keeping that in mind, they have introduced SMS studio also, that is sending automatic SMS to the customers. Okay, sending automated messages to the customers. But nowadays, most of them are simply deleting most of the messages without reading itself. Okay, if the message is from unknown number, so immediately they are deleting without reading. So keeping that in mind, they have introduced later social studio feature also. Social studio is nothing but so marketing the product using social media platform like in Facebook or WhatsApp or Twitter. Okay, so most of you might be receiving messages in WhatsApp also, in Facebook also regarding some products. Okay, so that means social studio is nothing but a platform, okay, where you can market your product on social media. And they have one more feature, that is journey builder. Basically, journey builder is used to synchronize the data. Journey builder is used to synchronize the data from marketing to sales application. Because once the marketing department or marketing team is going to collect the leads, so that leads data should be passed to sales department, right? So what they have done is they have synchronized, in order to synchronize the data from marketing to sales, they have introduced this feature called as journey builder, which is used to sync the data automatically from marketing to sales application. Okay, so these are some additional features which are provided as part of this marketing cloud feature. Next, so these first three are very important: sales cloud, service cloud, and marketing cloud. Fourth one is app cloud or application cloud. App cloud or application cloud. So what is this app cloud or application cloud? Now let us see. So as part of this app cloud or application cloud, Salesforce is providing force.com platform and database.com. Force.com platform and database.com. Already we have discussed what is force.com platform. So as part of platform as a service, Salesforce is providing a platform called as force.com platform, using which we can develop some custom applications. Okay, we can develop some custom applications, or we can extend the existing features of, or we can extend the features of existing application. Okay, so by using this force.com platform, which contains two programming languages, that is Apex programming and Visual Force programming, we can build custom applications. And second one is database.com. What is database.com? Database.com is the secured and confidential database of Salesforce. It is the highly secured and confidential database of Salesforce. Salesforce is not using any other database. They have their own database, which is called as database.com. They are not using Oracle database or MySQL or SQL Server. They have their own secured and highly confidential database, which is called as database.com, which is used to store all the data of any organization. Okay, whatever the data we store will be residing inside this database called as database.com. Database.com is the highly secured and confidential database of Salesforce, and it has got one certification also. In order to maintain this confidentiality, data security, they have got one ISO certification also, ISO 27001 certification, which purely ensures data security. Okay, and also they have got one auditing report also, so which will ensure the confidentiality of the data. That means how confident your data is. So there is no chance of even 0.0001% of leakage of your data to the external websites or to the external people from the Salesforce database. So that is why 90 to 95% of the banks are nowadays using Salesforce application, keeping this in mind. Okay, so because whatever the data which Salesforce is storing in their database is highly secured as well as confidential. You no need to afraid, they are taking care of, we will take care of. So that is the reason why most of the banking insurance companies are using Salesforce application in order to automate their processes of their organization. That is about app cloud or application cloud. Next is Commerce Cloud. Commerce Cloud is used to build e-commerce related applications. Using this Commerce Cloud feature, we can build e-commerce related applications like business to customer and business to business applications. Okay, that is point of sale application. Okay, B2C, that is business to customer, and B2B, that is business to business applications. Next one is Health Cloud feature. Health Cloud is one more feature which is provided by Salesforce. In 2016, they have launched this Health Cloud feature. As part of this Health Cloud feature, they are providing an application to automate the health records of any organization. To automate the health records of any organization means like hospitals. In hospitals, okay, to automate the health related data, health records, okay, doctors data, patients data, health records of the patients, nursing related information, whatever the equipment that we are using in hospitals, okay, payment system, everything they are providing as part of this Health Cloud feature in order to automate this health related information or health records of any hospital. Okay, and in 2016, they have launched this. Before that, we don't have any Health Cloud feature or Health Cloud application, which is provided by Salesforce. Next is Financial Force Cloud. Financial Force Cloud is a feature which is used to integrate our Salesforce application with financial applications. To integrate our Salesforce application with financial applications, we can make use of this Financial Force Cloud. But still, this is under process. It is not completed. Still, it is under process. And last one is Community Cloud or Experience Cloud. Already we have discussed this. As part of Community Cloud, they are providing partner community, customer community, and also we have developer community also. Okay, so these are the various cloud services which are provided by Salesforce. The most important are the first four. Okay, the first four: Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, App Cloud, or Application Cloud. Okay, these are the various cloud services which are provided by Salesforce. Next one is releases. What do you mean by a release in Salesforce? What do you mean by a release in Salesforce? So suppose if you are working on any Java application or .NET application. Okay, so suppose if you are using some Java application or .NET application, suppose if your organization has purchased the license of .NET application from Microsoft. So let me assume they have purchased the license that is .NET 1.0. That means it is the first version, which is released by Microsoft. Maybe after 1 year, they'll be releasing one more new version, .NET 2.0. After 1 year or 1.5 years, they'll be releasing one more version, that is .NET 3.0. Like that, every year or once in 2 years, most of the organizations will be releasing new versions. As part of this version, they'll be providing so many new features. They'll be providing so many new features. Okay, let me assume your organization has purchased the license of .NET 1.0 from Microsoft, and all the developers in that organization are using this .NET 1.0 version. Maybe after 1 year, they have introduced this 2.0 version. Microsoft people has introduced this 2.0. As part of this 2.0 version, they have added so many new features. They have added so many new features. So will I be able to use or access that new features if I'm using .NET 1.0 version? No. So if I want to have access to the new features which are provided by Microsoft as part of this 2.0 version, then what I have to do? I have to purchase the license of 2.0 again. I have to upgrade my license. Okay, is upgradation, it is a simple process? Is it a free? No. Again, you have to invest millions or crores of rupees in order to upgrade your license from 1.0 to 2.0. So upon upgradation only, whatever the new features that are provided by Microsoft as part of this 2.0 version, the developers can access that new features. If you are not going to install that 2.0 version in your local system after getting the license, you will not have access to that new features. This is the concept of versioning. This is the concept of versioning. What is this concept? We call it as versioning. And most of you know this. Even in .NET also we have this. Sorry, even in Java also we have this versioning concept. In most of them we have this versioning concept. But in Salesforce, we don't have any concept of versioning. We have the concept of releases. We have the concept of releases. So what do you mean by a release in Salesforce? So as part of Salesforce application, they are providing every year, they are providing 3 releases. One is winter release, summer release, and another is spring release. Winter release, in every financial year, they are providing these 3 releases. Based on the season, they are providing 3 releases, that is winter release, summer release, and spring release. So what do you mean by this release? Release is as part of each release, Salesforce is providing so many new features. They are providing so many new features. In every release, they are going to add so many new features, not only in ready-made CRM application, even as part of force.com platform also, they'll be providing so many new features. Okay, that you mean by a release in Salesforce. That you mean by a release in Salesforce. Okay, so what is winter release, spring release, and summer release? So as I've said, in every financial year, they are going to provide these 3 releases. That is winter, summer, and spring. Now, if you want to know what is the current release of Salesforce, okay, when will be the next release? If you want to know all this related information, we have one URL. You can go to that URL and you can get that related information. What is that URL? status.salesforce.com. Status.salesforce.com is the URL which you can use. Let me show that. So this is the URL, status.salesforce.com. So this is the URL which you have to use if you know what is the current release of Salesforce, when will be the next release, all these things you can know. Status.salesforce.com. Okay, so now in this left panel, you have this Salesforce services. Click on this Salesforce services. Okay, now if you observe, these are what are these AP0, AP11, AP12, AP13, AP14, what are this? Can I know what are this? AP0, AP10, AP17, AP16, AP17, AP18, what are these? Anyone? No idea?
Versions.
Yes? Already we have discussed right this point. Server instance. Salesforce servers are available in 3 regions in the world. Where are they? Asia Pacific, Europe region, and North America region. Okay, so AP means Asia Pacific. So AP0 means server number server instance is AP0, server instance is AP10. That is, these are nothing but servers in Asia Pacific region. Okay, suppose if I want to know the status of my server, simply you can click on that. Like if I want to know what is the status of my AP16 server, just click on that server instance. Now you can see how that server is working also. All core services are working fine. Search functionality is working fine. Analytics feature. What do you mean by analytics? Reports and dashboards is working fine. Live agent is working fine. CPQ and building, ancient bots, communities, all are working fine. Okay, all are working fine. So this is how you can know the status of your server also. Okay, now let me click on this maintenance. Now here you can know what are the when will be the next release, which will be provided by Salesforce. When will be the next release, which will be provided by Salesforce. Okay, you can see here. When is the next release? So you can see on June 10th, we have a new release, that is summer 23 release. Okay, these are the 3 releases. What are the 3 releases of Salesforce? Summer, winter, and spring. These are the 3 releases of Salesforce. Okay, so what is the current release of Salesforce? Current release of Salesforce is winter 23. So sorry, in winter 23 was released in October 2022. So later they have released spring 23. And then we have in June, we have summer 23. So after summer 23, what we will get again? Winter 24. 23 is nothing but, what is this 23 year? 23 is nothing but the year. Okay, so current release of Salesforce is spring 23. Then on June 10th, they have scheduled a new release, that is summer 23 major release. So you can check the ID of this release also. This is the ID of this release. If you click on ID, you can get some more information about this release also. So you can see the status is confirmed. That means sure on June 10th, they are confirmed, they are going to give that new release, that is summer 23. And AP16 server instance will be affected. All core services will be affected. Type is nothing but new release. This instance will not be available during this maintenance window. So you can see what is the planned start time and end time. That is on June 10th, 10:30 p.m. IST, they are going to provide this release, and end time is 10:35. That means what is the duration? Only 5 minutes. In this 5 minutes, your release will be available. Okay, your new summer 23 release will be available, or it will be completed in this 5 minutes. Okay, it doesn't even take 5 minutes also. Probably in 2 or 3 minutes, they are going to provide this new release. Okay, so next release of Salesforce is summer 23, that is on June 10th. After summer 23, what will get? Winter 24. After winter 24, for every 4 months. So in June, you'll have summer, means when will be the next release? Winter 24 in October. Then again spring 24. Then again summer 24. Then winter 25, spring 25, summer 25. Like this, in every financial year, they are going to provide new release. As part of this release, they are going to provide so many new features. Okay, so now what is the difference between this release and version? So once Salesforce is going to release, or once the Salesforce is going to provide any release, all the users of Salesforce will have access to that release at one time. So suppose by 10th, let me assume on June 10th, 10:35 p.m. So they have released this summer 23. Immediately from next minute itself, all the users of Salesforce will be on same platform, that is summer 23 itself. There is no concept of old version and new version in Salesforce. So some users will not be using spring 23, some will not be using winter 23, some will not be using summer 23. So once a new release is provided by Salesforce, all the users of Salesforce will be access to that new release at free of cost. You no need to upgrade anything. You no need to get the license, anything. Automatically, all the new features will be available to all the users at free of cost. Okay, no any upgradation. No need to purchase license. Okay, because it is a cloud service. You no need to pay any renewal fee. Automatically, it will be available at free of cost to all the users of Salesforce. There is no concept of new version and old version here, like in other programming. Okay, all the users will be on same platform at a time. That is the huge benefit or advantage in Salesforce. Okay, right now current release of Salesforce is spring 23. They have released in February, this year February, and in June we have this new release, that is summer 23 major release. Okay, this is about the concept of release in Salesforce. So because of this concept of release, all the users will be able to access, or all the users will be at common platform. There is no chance of saying I am using winter 23, he is using summer 23, or some other is using winter 22. So there is no chance. Whatever the current release is provided by Salesforce, all the users will be on the same release itself, or they'll be on the same platform only. Okay, that is about the concept of release in Salesforce. Next, multi-tenant architecture. What do you mean by multi-tenant architecture? Multi-tenant architecture means, the name itself says, multi-tenants means multiple organizations. Multi-tenants means multiple organizations. So as part of this multi-tenant architecture, it is providing shared infrastructure. Already we have discussed this point. Salesforce is not going to provide dedicated server for each customer or for each of its organization. Okay, whatever the server, whatever the memory it is providing for you in a particular server, that server is a shared resource. It is a shared infrastructure. In a single server, they are going to allocate memory for around 10,000 customers or 10,000 organizations. Okay, that is what you mean by shared infrastructure. Next, second one is only one platform at a time. Just now we have discussed, once Salesforce is going to provide a new release, all the people who are using Salesforce, whether they are customers or partners or they are developers, they will be on only single platform at a time. Okay, next, zero cost improvement. What do you mean by zero cost improvement? You no need to pay any renewal charges. All the new features will be available to you at free of cost. Okay, they'll be available to you at free of cost. And last one is automatic upgradation. You no need to install or you no need to upgrade your software. Automatically, immediately after that schedule, okay, it will be, your application will be automatically upgraded with new features. These are the benefits of Salesforce, which are provided as part of this multi-tenant architecture. Okay, this multi-tenant architecture provides shared infrastructure, and it provides only one platform at a time, zero cost improvements and automatic upgradations. Clear? So that is about the concept of multi-tenant architecture. So next is additions of Salesforce. So we have what are the different additions in Salesforce. We will discuss, and also how to create our Salesforce account also. So once we create our Salesforce account, then we can discuss so many features which are provided as part of this Salesforce ready-made CRM application. Okay, so these things we will discuss in the tomorrow session. In the tomorrow session, we will discuss few more topics or few more concepts.